the planet Tellura-9 had been starving for decades. Its barren soil, once fertile, had been ravaged by centuries of war and overmining, leaving the world's population scrambling for the smallest scraps. The ruling council had exhausted every strategy: synthetic nutrition, hydroponic domes, and interstellar trade, yet none provided sufficient sustenance for the billions who depended on it. Desperation drove the council to make a bold request. Across the void of space, a communication was broadcast. Earth, we request immediate food assistance. Our planet is failing, our people starving. We need aid. Earth received the message with its characteristic pragmatism and over-delivered. Months later, the first fleets appeared in Tellura-9's orbit. At first, the locals thought it was a defensive armada, fleets of massive ships bristling with weapons and shields. But the hulls bore no weapon ports. Instead, enormous cargo bays swung open, and long conveyor platforms descended toward the planet's surface, releasing crates, sacks, and containers in organized waves. Curious citizens gathered in makeshift colonies and towns to witness the arrival. The first humans to land were dressed not in military gear, but in simple yet practical uniforms, each carrying tools, portable cooking devices, and, most astonishingly, ingredients from every corner of their home world. Among them was Chef Alina Moreno, tasked with coordinating the culinary deployment. "We'll feed everyone," she said confidently to her team, eyes scanning the vast crowds of anxious, hungry people. "No one goes hungry on my watch." Tellurans, slender beings with iridescent skin and multifaceted eyes, stared in disbelief. They had received aid before, but nothing like this. Humans moved efficiently, setting up field kitchens, assembling hydroponic farms, and unpacking machines capable of synthesizing nutritious meals from raw ingredients. It was not merely an aid shipment, it was a planetary-scale feeding operation. The first meals prepared were simple: bread, stews, roasted proteins, and fresh fruits. To the Tellurans, the flavors were alien and exotic, and yet immediately nourishing. Hunger faded with each bite, replaced by astonishment and gratitude. Children laughed, adults shed tears of relief, and the elderly felt a sense of comfort long forgotten. Chef Moreno personally oversaw every operation. "Balance and variety," she told her team, checking nutrient outputs and taste profiles. "People are starving, yes, but their spirits are starved too. Flavor, warmth, and care matter just as much as calories." Each day, more starships arrived. Earth had not only sent food supplies, but entire teams of engineers, agricultural experts, and logistics officers. Within weeks, massive floating greenhouses were erected, capable of producing fresh vegetables and proteins on site. Automated delivery drones ensured no settlement went unfed, while mobile kitchens served meals across the planet. But feeding a planet was not without challenges. Tellura-9's atmosphere and climate were harsh, unpredictable. Engineers had to modify Earth's equipment to tolerate acidic rains, high wind currents, and gravitational anomalies. Chef teams adapted their recipes, substituting ingredients when local substitutes were unavailable. Yet the humans persevered, improvising and problem-solving in ways the Tellurans had never witnessed. A turning point came when the planet's northern colonies reported a severe food shortage caused by a supply route collapse. A convoy of human ships, accompanied by local Telluran volunteers, navigated the treacherous terrain to deliver meals. Along the way, they faced sandstorms, crumbling canyons, and sudden sinkholes. Despite these obstacles, no ration was left behind. "You're like a swarm of ants," a local official marveled. "Precise, efficient, unstoppable." Alina smiled, wiping sweat from her brow. "We're just humans doing what humans do best: feed people." As weeks turned into months, The humans didn't just feed the population. They taught the Tellarans to sustain themselves. Earth's agricultural engineers introduced rotational hydroponics, soil restoration techniques, and climate-adapted crops. Culinary experts trained locals in balanced diets, food preservation, and efficient meal preparation. By the end of the first year, Tellara 9 had transformed from a dying planet into a self-sustaining world. The impact extended beyond food. Communities thrived as shared meals became cultural gatherings. Health improved dramatically, birth rate stabilized, and the workforce regained vitality. For the first time in decades, Tellarans could plan for the future instead of merely surviving day to day. But the humans' generosity didn't end with nutrition. They had also sent comfort teams, psychologists, artists, and entertainers. Large communal kitchens doubled as theaters and classrooms, where music, storytelling, and lessons accompanied meals. The Tellarans, who once considered sustenance a chore, now associated food with joy, learning, and social cohesion. The Planetary Council convened to honor Earth's contributions. "You have not only saved our bodies, but our minds and spirits," the council leader proclaimed. "You have given us life when we thought it was lost." Alina stepped forward, humility in her posture. "We did what anyone should do for another, care. We only ask that you continue to care for each other once we leave." Years passed. Earth's teams gradually returned home, leaving Tellara 9 fully capable of feeding itself. Yet the legacy remained. Green fields spread across the formerly barren plains, children learned to cook and cultivate, and community kitchens became a permanent institution on every major settlement. Humans had not only sent food, they had sent knowledge, structure, and care. The Tellarans never forgot. Earth became a symbol of hope, a testament to the power of generosity and ingenuity. They sent emissaries to every human colony they could reach, recounting the story of the day the starving planet was saved by starships, chefs, and an unwavering commitment to life. Even decades later, historians and storytellers referred to it as the Great Feast, a monumental act of interstellar aid. It was a reminder that no challenge was insurmountable when beings acted with purpose and compassion. And somewhere among the stars, Earth's fleets continued to orbit other needy worlds, carrying food, knowledge, and hope, proving that the small blue planet had the power to feed the galaxy itself, one planet at a time. Lyra, a young Tellaran who had grown up during this era of abundance, often recalled her first meal from the Earth chefs. "I thought I was hungry," she told her children years later, "but I didn't know my world could taste like hope." And indeed, hope had a flavor, one that lingered long after the last human starship had departed.